Hey guys, it's your girl Alicia, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're here with a brand new show. I don't know why my voice just cracked, y'all. We are here with a brand new show that is called Invincible. So thank you so much to my lovely, lovely subscribers that brought this show to my attention. Yeah, I had requested several times, so I was like, let me just go check out the trailer and see if this looks like the kind of thing that I would watch. And it definitely looks interesting. I love me some superhero, superpower type stuff. You know, that's what I do on this channel. And I see that this was actually created by Robert Kirkman, who created, of course, the monolith that is The Walking Dead. So we know that there's a good storyteller here. Kirkman's very good at telling stories. He's very good at building character arcs around one or two people. The voice cast makes me very happy as well, that we've got Steven Yeun, who, again, from The Walking Dead, that was Glenn, by Sweet Glenn. I love that these two are still working together. And Sandra Oh, fellow Canadian, yes, and Seth Rogen is a producer, which, I mean, I watched Preacher. That also tells me that this might have a bit of a dark side. So I'm just taking a look at the Wikipedia page so we can get the premise of this here show, because I have not read the graphic novel. It says, Mark Grayson, I see what you did there. Mark Grayson is a normal teenager, except for the fact that his father, Nolan, is the most powerful superhero on the planet. Okay. Shortly after his 17th birthday, Mark begins to develop powers of his own and enters into his father's tutelage. That's such a great word. All right, well, that's pretty standard. You know, it actually reminds me of a movie from back in the, oh God, it would have been mid-2000s, Sky High. Yeah, same idea though, like a bunch of superhero kids that go to this high school, and the lead character, Michael, he has the most powerful parents, and the whole thing starts with him not actually having powers. Like, he's actually a late bloomer, and they're afraid he might actually end up powerless. So anyway, that popped into my mind. I'm very interested in getting into this particular show. So before we do that though, you know the drill. If you've been here before and you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can be notified when I do more reactions to this show, as well as a lot of other geeky shows that I get into. It's really fun around here, and hopefully you'll like what you see. So please join. We'd love to have you here. All right. That out of the way, guys, let's get into the first episode, which is called It's About Time, right about now.
Tuck and roll away from a guy who can shoot lasers from his eyes, or control minds, or
no,
kick a goddamn school bus to the moon?
It's the job.
He casually says.
With what you told me that kid was doing, the stealing, the drugs, how'd you turn that around?
I beat his ass.
Morning. Come on, like you're not crying on my shoulder every time you don't get a second date.
Ooh. Two of them. Let me guess, they're bulletproof. Exactly. Guys, stop shooting. Clearly it's not working. Why would you even do that after you saw them empty whole shells up?
Look out!
Yes! Chick with hair and green girl and stretchy boy and Batman. Yes! Superhero pose! Oh, there's a Flash.
You couldn't just sit this one out. Let us kill the president. You earned a day off.
Not our style. Sorry.
I mean, I suppose it's a valid question, right? Like, would you just take the day just this once? Can a bad guy have the day? No? Okay.
Sorry, I wouldn't normally move so fast, but there were so many of you that... Oh, no. It starts with one of you, then...
Ugh. Even animated, it's gross.
Sorry.
Blood, guts, gore, I can handle that, but vomiting, I'm just like him. I like this surfboard. Batman can never. I mean, I guess that's the benefit of being a bad guy. You can just throw people. Oh, my brother, no. Thanks, red suit guy.
We can take it from here. 2 days.
Listen, throwing people is not a sport. Yeah. Take his other eye. Ooh. I feel like that was your entire testicle.
I don't have a minute. My bathroom's out of soap. Get over yourself. I used to change your diapers, kid.
Yeah, but, you know, it probably doesn't smell good in there neither, though.
Should be overjoyed to see your parents passionately expressing their love for each other.
Truth.
I'll stop griping.
But maybe not right in front of you, though, because that's kind of traumatizing.
Those bloomers on Viltrum will get their powers before what would be their 18th birthday.
Viltrum?
You'll see.
Don't get his hopes up.
I was about to say, it's a lot of pressure, Dad. Just keep walking. Reginald Veljohnson.
Sure, he's hot and all. And that mustache. Sorry, okay. Straight stuff. You up for some class?
It's not even about that. No one wants to hear someone perving on your parents, man. Just, ugh.
Quit playing games. I know you're crazy about me. Marcy told me.
Well,
I think Amber's been pretty clear about how she feels. Todd.
Are you serious, Grayson?
Sorry about your nose. But you know what? That's right. Thank you. She caught both in that kick. Both you little microscopic. And he may have gotten his ass kicked, but yes, step in and say something. How heavy are these bags? Jeez. Are there bodies in there? Oh, we got a blimp! But R.I.P. to whoever's gonna get rained on with garbage.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Threw a trash bag into space at work.
Oh, that's great. Son, just great. If you're up for it, I'll make some time tomorrow for training.
Look at his face! Right, Nuri! That's amazing! That's awesome, son! Someone tells me Dad's not as excited as I thought he would be, considering he kept saying he was waiting for him to get them.
I'm gonna be able to fly?
Oh, phew, I thought he was gonna jump off the roof. Not yet! I spoke too soon.
Stop looking down.
Don't do it. No, I've been traumatized by the boys. I can't see people on roofs no more. It worked! Can you breathe in space? I guess not. That would be the human side of you. Wake up! Wake up! There we go. Come on. Here we go. Consciousness. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. But the good news is he must be near Invincible because he came through Earth's atmosphere without burning up and landed in the ground without dying.
It's kind of like peeing your pants on purpose.
Huh?
What?
Peeing your pants on purpose.
Why?
You know, you spend your whole life trying not to pee your pants. So
Ideally.
Land. I said land. Why aren't you slowing down?
I can't!
Stop. Just stop. You
stopped. Or Earth stopped you. One or the other.
I'm actually getting used to this a little.
That's not good. Why hit me?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty much every kid's dream.
You should try it a little more like this.
Like what?
I had a feeling he was gonna hit you hard.
I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
You did.
Sorry.
I saw it in your eyes. He didn't even punch as hard as I'm sure he could have. But still, I could never hit my own kid like that. Even if they annoyed me.
you maybe pushed too far?
Are you questioning me?
Temper.
What the hell has gotten into you?
I don't know.
Don't do it.
See Amber anywhere nearby to protect your sorry ass.
The fact that he's scared of her now.
Or what? Were you threatening me? Or do you need a replay of what happened last time, ass?
Try to control yourself.
Freak!
That's the best you got? Alright.
What's up with you?
You and your micro penis go cry in the corner. He has an outfit? Oh, no, boo. Oh, sir, you're damaging city property.
Who the hell are you?
Exactly.
I guess I'm working on that. Any suggestions?
Captain.
What about ass kicker?
No, that's lame.
Sounds willfully childish.
It does.
I know you think I can't do this. Hit me and let me prove you wrong. Please, Dad. Please just hit me.
This is a
Oh, son.
twisted conversation.
I want to be just like you.
Be you, honey. Be yourself. Now punch him. Oh, is this like the Edna of this show now? No capes. You're paying for the landscaping.
Get inside right now. Does that make you feel strong?
Excuse me?
You don't have to be the greatest Omni-Man ever. You just have to be the greatest you.
Boom. Mic drop. My God. Can y'all play a less destructive and murderous game, please?
Come back. It's been careless.
Collateral damage in this show. Why are the cops so stupid? Why do they keep using guns on things that are clearly bulletproof? And clearly has stormtrooper aim as well, because no one hit his face. This kid and damaging things. You may be invincible, but clearly these buildings are not, sir.
You might as well give up.
You can't see things how I do. My perception is just as fast as I am. The briefest conversation with anyone seems like hours to me. It's agony.
Denver is toast, immortal! I've lined my suit with plutonium!
Would anyone miss Denver?
When in doubt,
I'm just kidding.
throw 'em into space.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Now that is a costume change. I used to think the Flash's ring was interesting.
I'll check back with you tomorrow.
Hope you don't have to pee.
Wink.
Or have irritable bowel, because that would be super messy. Sup, Omni-Man? So wait, we're not working together? Is this a test? Gonna catch you. I knew it. Why would you kill him? Why? Does he go dark every so often? Is this what happens when they get old? Bye, normal guy.
Someone must be controlling him. He would never do this.
You sure? Okay, well, thanks, team. Is it gonna be enough? Well, The Walking Dead could never.
Why?
He apparently doesn't answer questions from you. Okay, we'll end on that then. Shut my laptop. Whew, okay, guys. Well, that was the opening episode of Invincible, and I'd say we went out with a bang. That was an ending I definitely did not anticipate happening. Wow. Okay, all right, let's, I'm gonna process that for a while. Love the animation. I think that's really, I know I was gonna go to something really light and fluffy for a minute. I think the animation is actually quite good. I like I think Sandra Oh is the mother. Really loving Mark's mom and Mark as a character so far. I guess I expected there to be a little bit more of a Marvel trajectory as far as Mark coming into his powers. Like, I thought we'd have more of the bumbling around for a bit, but I don't know how many episodes are supposed to be in this season, so it's okay. I understand why they might just feel like they need to just kind of move on and kind of skip through that part. But other than that, there's something definitely going down. Like, what I picked up out of this was, like, obviously we're in a world full of supers, all kinds of different powers, people who decide to do crime versus people who, are trying to help out. And now we know at least the story of Mark's father, that he's from Vitrum. Starts with a V. So we know now that Mark is half human. Interestingly, when Mark said that he was developing abilities, the first thing I picked up on was that his dad did not seem happy. Not really. He didn't seem relieved. He didn't seem happy. If anything, he looked like a combination of disappointed and sad, if anything. And I don't know, like, of course he said to to his wife that it was just that that he's just scared of how things will change, because with him, Mark's abilities, if they're anything like his, he's going to be expected to do a lot because he's probably going to be faster, stronger, etc. than your average super. But at the same time, I feel like there's something else. There's clearly, I mean, like, we all know this is Robert Kirkman, so I'm not expecting anything to be shiny and nice here. For all the shiny, glorious story that his father gave of his home planet and how, like, perfect and altruistic that it seemed, that it just sent people out to other worlds to just help them out, you know there's a seedy underbelly somewhere. There's some darkness, right? Like in Superman, you know, Krypton, they were cool in some ways, but they were also greedy, and they also thought they were superior to other planets, right? My guess is that there's a dark side to these powers, that there's something else that comes with these powers that the father didn't tell his son. And I think he did it because he was hoping that with him being half human, maybe he wouldn't get his powers, so he wouldn't have to worry about it. Outside of that, like, really, this was just an establishment episode of our main character. We saw, as I said, you know, Mark developing his powers. He's kind of like your Peter Parker, you know, not that popular at school, kind of picked on. But now, I mean, I think people are going to leave him alone now that they know that he can take a beating. I am actually really proud of him, though. That's one thing I said in the Abe reaction. I'm going to say it again now, that I really appreciated that he, even before his powers kicked in, first of all, him stepping in when he saw that his fellow student was being harassed by another student. Like, I know that it's a scary idea to step into a situation where you might get hurt or, you know, punched or whatever, but, you know, this guy was, as we saw, significantly bigger than that girl. And I mean, you know, even though she ended up being able to defend herself somewhat, who knows, right? In another situation, she might have been too scared to speak up or say anything. So I really like that about Mark, that it showed that he, kind of already does have that inclination to help people, but also that he really wants to do what's right, even if it isn't necessarily the most advantageous situation. But I also liked in the whole school situation with him is that, again, when he was meeting with Roy Ragey Bully Boy, he could have fought back, and I was scared that he might, right? Because this guy's been terrorizing him for a bit, it sounds like. You know, it definitely would have been understandable if he had decided to, you know, break every rib in that kid's body, but true heroes know when to pull back and not to just always throw their power around. So it took a lot for him instead to just say, you know what, you think you're such a bad man, then just hit me then. Beat me up. And I know it wasn't fully for that reason. I know a lot of it was because he was still upset about what his father had said, but it was also a good way for him to diffuse the situation with this bully without risking hurting him and using his powers to potentially even kill him, right? Because one wrong punch with his strength could easily have killed someone like that. So I like these things about Mark. I think they're really good traits for him, and that sounds like it comes maybe more from his mother's side potentially. But yeah, there's definitely something going on here with the dad. Like, I'm feeling like there's some side effects here of the whole either being an alien or of his abilities or something. Because him hitting Mark, I do believe him that the whole situation in the air when he hit Mark, yes, on one hand, I think it was somewhat purposeful in that Mark's going to have to understand that if he's going up against supervillains, he is going to get hit real hard if he gets one like the villains that they fought right in the outset. But I also believe him in that he maybe didn't realize how hard he hit him. And we saw again later on when they got back to the house and the wife asked him, like, you know, what happened? Like, maybe you need to calm down, or maybe you're pushing too hard. And he just snapped immediately, like, you know, are you challenging me? And she's like, whoa, like, where'd that come from, right? So I'm feeling like there's a side coming out of, what's his name? I keep forgetting his real name, but Omniman. Anyways, there's a side coming out of him that is very dark, or maybe it's always been there and it's getting harder for him to control potentially. I was thinking that eventually there would be like some big supervillain that, you know, Invincible was going to have to go up against at some point, and his dad would have to train him for that. But it might be pretty interesting if it turns out that supervillain is actually his dad. Like, maybe what his dad's going to do. This is just a purely prediction, by the way. I have not read the graphic novel, so I have no idea. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe what his dad's going to train him to do is actually take him down. Because, like, that ending scene really made no sense. And it was interesting because I thought when we saw in the beginning, when we saw the team come together, I remember thinking, like, I'm sorry, I just thought of something, but I'll finish this thought. I remember thinking we're not getting like any labels or anything like that to introduce us to who they are. Like, are we just gonna like learn more about them as the series goes on? But clearly the reason we didn't get much of an intro was because they weren't gonna make it to episode 2. But what thought just occurred to me right there was when they went to save the president and do all that stuff, they didn't call. It doesn't look like they called Omni-Man. It looks like they all came and tried to handle it on their own, and then Omni-Man kind of showed up. I'm assuming he saw it on the news, and he showed up on his own. And then we saw that clearly him and Darkwing had beef. Or at least I should say maybe Darkwing had beef with him. I don't know. But yeah, it just hit me now that they didn't seem to have called him. He didn't arrive with all the rest, so maybe they had a falling out, and his way of dealing with it was to kill them all. And that was brutal. That scene was insane. Oh my God. I mean, like he said, he's crazy powerful. Lots of questions, but man, they definitely ended it in a way that makes you want to jump right into the next episode. So good job on that. I am very interested to see where the rest of the show goes. It looks like we're going to have to create a new team, because Invincible ain't joining the other one. Child, this was really fun to watch, guys. Please leave any comments below about the episode, things I might have missed, things that I should have picked up on. Not too many spoilers, of course, if you've read the comics, but I am very interested in this. I'm enjoying it so far, so thanks for the recommendation. So if you like this video, guys, please go ahead and hit that like button if you want to see more from this geeky face. Please click subscribe. Until next time, see ya!